There aren't too many guitarists who really get me going like Billy Gibbons does. Somehow, even in simple blues rock, he injects his own unique flavor. Jesus Just Left Chicago is one of those great examples. I'm going to show you a little wrinkle that he adds into that song that you can put into your own bag of tricks. As I mentioned earlier, Jesus Just Left Chicago, one of my all-time favorite ZZ Top songs, and that says a lot. I always thought it was really simple, and it is, but not in a totally conventional way. Here's what I mean. I rarely played in bands that had two guitar players, so I always had both rhythm and lead duties. But playing this song, well, it all makes sense, right? Because ZZ Top just has one guitar player, so this should be perfect. But things weren't perfect. I mean, the chord sequence is easy enough. But there was also this bent note that was on the album, and it was an overdub in the album, but I really wanted it in there. So I would play kind of like this. So not perfect, but not bad. And then when it came to the 4 chord, the C, I would just play the inner 3 strings, the D, the G, and the B strings like this. And that always sounded a little bit thin to me, but okay, I had a bassist, so it worked out okay. Incidentally, you can also add that bass note, but you've got to dampen out the 5th string, and it's not that easy to do. Then we get to the solo, and it's a cool one, and it's got a bunch of standard blues licks, but it's also got those nagging, sustained B-flat to G sounds. These I'm talking about. Like, for example, in the ending turnaround lick that he does. It goes a little bit like this. Now again, I think that sounds pretty close, but did you notice how I was arching my fingers a ton to get that sustain out of that G note? And that wasn't totally easy. And when it came to the solo, there were other things that I would try and get, like that screaming note, like this. Again, that B flat to G, followed by this. And so if you have to do it fast, it's... I can do it, but it is tough, and I muff it up quite a bit. So how do you get it to work? How do you get the right sound? The first thing that comes to mind for me is to use open G tuning. Then the chords work out just fine. But that's kind of a pain to do live. You got to retune your guitar. And plus, when you get to the solo, the standard blues licks aren't going to work, so it's going to make the solo kind of tough. Well, the answer is so simple it's embarrassing. Just tune the A string down to a G. Just one string and everything fits into place. Check it out. Just tune the A string down by matching the G string. And now here's the G to C. And you see you get that in. Now here's the C to F. Nice and rich sounding. And how about that turnaround lick? It's easier because you've got that open note on the 5th string, which is a G, and that can sustain. And by the way, that also makes that lead line so much easier to play. And that's because that open note gives you time to get up the neck. Fake open G, a great little trick. And if you want more tricks of the masters, click on this video because in it I show you lots of tricks that the greats have used to make your playing easier and better. So click on this, check it out, and we'll see you in the next video.